A full sports update coming up with Gwena, but before we go there, let's cross live to Soweto now, where we link up with Newzroom Afrika Ziniko Mhlaba. He has been following that press briefing by former President Jacob Zuma, announcing that while he stays a committed member of the ANC, he will not be voting for the party in next year's elections. Ziniko, some may argue that the remarks being made by the former president are very confusing, but how was it received by those who had gathered there?
Well, I can tell you, that the people who were here during that press briefing by the president, uMkhonto, weSizwe, seemingly were very happy with the announcement. It's people who are very vocal as far as representing the plight of former military veterans. But obviously, there's always that argument whether the grouping, as we see here, especially those who are wearing uMkhonto weSizwe regalia, were indeed former MK members. But also, I can tell you, so the mood and the number of people who are here were very, very happy hearing that the former president is saying that he's not happy with the current state of the ANC and that he's calling on members of uMkhonto weSizwe to vote for uMkhonto weSizwe next year. Well, I did ask him whether he's available to be on the ballot on behalf of uMkhonto weSizwe, a party which he is encouraging people to vote for. He did not answer that question, at least to my satisfaction. However, I'm joined now by the second deputy president of uMkhonto weSizwe, Mr. Lebogang Moepeng. And Moepeng, I think that question I am not satisfied with in terms of the response of the former president. It's only fair that I ask it to you as uMkhonto weSizwe, and I think as one of the senior leaders you can give me insight. Have you considered fielding the former president as your campaign leader, as the face of your campaign, to be on the ballot on behalf of uMkhonto weSizwe, which we know is the party that's registered to contest elections?
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you, and hi to your viewers. We have engaged the president, and the president is available. But what we are working on as a party now is to go and elect our interim structure, because we're a party of the people. So what we want to do, which was elaborated in the speech actually, is we'll go to the ground, involve the stakeholders, and work on us electing an interim structure that will take us to the elections. And then post the elections, then we'll manage everything going forward. So it hangs in the balance. The people need to say, we want X to be our president. But
you have engaged him, and he did not, rebut or maybe disapprove of your engagement with him.
Look, the engagements were quite light, and the engagements were more to test, would you be available should you be called up to be on the ballot papers? And the people will decide. But what I'll say is he is available.
So he is available. So in terms of the way forward now, there was that confusion as well. I think my other media colleagues did ask whether, uMkhonto weSizwe contesting elections away from the ANC is actually, expelling itself away from the ANC. So as the leadership of uMkhonto weSizwe, what's your attitude towards the ANC itself and uMkhonto weSizwe contesting the mother body of the ANC at the polls?
I think we'll talk to that in detail, because that answer could require quite a lot of time. But crucial is we remain active ANC members. Active, we could argue what active means. But it's crucial for us to find a solution to the problems that our country faces. That's the first point. And we'll talk about that once we start going on a campaign trail. But when I say it's crucial for us to solve them, is we've tried to solve the problems within the ANC. And there was a lot of resistance. And people who didn't speak to the narrative were quickly expelled. And that became a problem where you try and come up with solutions, but you can't. So that then leads to us saying, how do we find a solution, number one, to the people of South Africa? If we can't do it through the ANC, let's find a vehicle that we can do it through.
Mr. Moepeng, thank you very much.
Sharp, thank you for it.
Thank you for it. And that's Lebogang Moepeng, second deputy president of uMkhonto weSizwe. He just said to us right now that they've engaged the former president of the country, Mr. Zuma, on a lighter note, and from his attitude towards that approach, he seems to be available to stand on the ballot on behalf of uMkhonto weSizwe.